Tony. We'll ask about the main man. Bruno's going to the Asian Cup. I guess first, just from a personal point of view, what was your reaction when you got the news? How happy were you for him?
Look, very pleased. He knows that. We obviously had a private discussion about it, and he knows I wish him all the best. Obviously, we're all proud of him. Delighted that his form and his goals have been recognised with selection. They were recognised regardless, but getting selection is the icing on the cake, and just time to go and enjoy himself, and also do himself, his family, our club, and his country proud. When he gets the opportunity.
Bit of personal point of pride for you as well, because you had him at Perth Glory, and then he was obviously the adder at Perth Glory. You've obviously trusted him. You've known what he can do. You bring him into victory, and now he's certainly validated that trust that you've placed in him with great starts to the season and a Socceroos call-up.
Yeah, I think there was never any doubt about Bruno's quality, and players always go through different stages in their careers, and I've had him now a couple of times when he hasn't been in the best moment, whether it was playing or on or off the field, different situations, and he was brought for his quality. I know what kind of a leader and person he is, and it was just a work in progress to get him up to the level that is required at Melbourne Victory, but also the level that's required for Bruno. And he knows what he can do, and we didn't bring him here to treat him as a 36-year-old that's finished his career. We brought him here with a real vision of, we want to make you better than you have been for several years. And he certainly has bought into that, and he deserves all the accolades and everything he's achieving.
Just you've talked the last few weeks about how good he's become inside the box, as well as all this hold-up play. Is that something that you sat down pre-season that you want to work on? And also, had Socceroos even come up as something he wanted to return to before he went on this purple patch, I suppose?
I think the start of the year for him was really identifying, he wanting to be the best he can be. And then things flow from there. I think that's just a natural course. And when I say him being great in the box, he always was great in the box in the past. I just felt that in the last few years it's not something that we've seen a lot of in Bruno's game, and that isn't just down to Bruno. That's down to how the team's playing. How do we get him in the box? How do we get better service for him? So it's a real collective. And I feel we've been able to do that together as a group, that Bruno is shining, but also his teammates and everyone around him is doing well, and we want to keep growing that and improving that aspect of our game.
You're about to be without your main man up top for a good few weeks, depending on how long the Socceroos are there for. How was it for you in that sense, and what was your reaction in that sense, and also how do you handle this going forward if something you knew might happen?
The reaction is just a positive one. There is no, what do we do now, and how do we make it work? We have players that are here that we know are good enough to play, and at the start of the year, the questions would have been, can Bruno lead your line? And now we're talking about how do we survive or play without Bruno, and I understand that that's football and that's the nature of it, but we have trust in the squad. We certainly had trust in Bruno, and whoever plays in his absence will have our full trust as well, and I'm sure they'll do the club proud and do Bruno proud while he's away.
Is it one where you have to tweak maybe your structure, because he's obviously a unique player and you've got all your forwards are unique? Do you tweak according to the players you're going to have, or do you adjust them to fit the Bruno role, I suppose?
Well, look, they all have different attributes, so we have to find ways that can come out in the best way possible for the individual, which ultimately helps the team. So we know what all their strengths are, and we'll work out a way that we can adjust or tweak slightly some areas that can help that player shine that's in that position.
Bruno heading to the Asian Cup coincides with the January transfer window opening. Victory is part of the 777 football group. Do you look to bring someone in on whether it's a permanent signing or a loan to try to replace some of his production?
Well, look, we're always looking, and JD's in constant dialogue with the representatives of 777 in that regard, in terms of how we could do some business in terms of their players. And that's always ongoing. Obviously, with each window, that enhances, and with Bruno going, we obviously looking at options, and if there is someone that we feel can add a lot more value, not just while Bruno's away, but can add value when he's back as well, somewhere in the front third, then we'll look into it. But it won't be just a player coming in to add another number.
It's the Derby tomorrow. It's obviously a massive game. City have sort of been a bit up and down. You guys are flying. How excited are you for this one? Full house sounds and things as well.
Yeah, it's great. It's a derby. It's everyone's relishing the opportunity to play in this game, and everyone at the clubs can't wait for the opportunity to be out there and see a great crowd and a big rivalry continue. We're in good form. They're a club that's been really the benchmark for so many years now. Probably over the last 5 years, they've always been up there, and I'm sure they'll be there at the end of the season as well. They're fantastic individuals, and their results maybe are not what they would like them to be at the moment. And we have an opportunity for ourselves to keep growing and get another 3 points here in a crucial clash.
One where you've got to be really wary, in the sense that Derby, so anything can happen. They're a bit stunned at the moment with their recent results, but it's not one that you can slip.
Yeah, they are unique games. We understand that, and everyone, I'm sure, is motivated and hungry for this game. But we really need to focus on how we can keep evolving and improving. And we've seen some really good signs in different areas of our game against the Wanderers and then against Sydney. And tomorrow's an opportunity to not just play a derby, but actually perform in a derby. And that's a challenge that we're all embracing.
On a micro level, as you said, for you, the victory in Sydney, it's about 3 points, but looking at it a bit broader, derby meeting, full house, both sides are going to have Socceroos in their lineups, pumping atmosphere. Do you think it's looking like a game that the league really needs, and this is going to be something that the league can hang its hat on as a great event?
Yeah, we hope the league can, and it's up to us to produce a type of game that everyone's proud of, all the football fans around the country are proud of, and people that are watching our great game for the first time can tune in and see a fantastic spectacle. We want the full house, we want the passion in the stands, we want the excitement of the fans. We had a great taste of that last week against Sydney FC, and we expect that to be even bigger and stronger tomorrow. And I think it can only benefit our coach.
It's obviously the abandoned one last year, first Christmas Derby things. Has it come up at all? I'm sure some of your players have probably been asked about it, but
no, we haven't mentioned it. I won't mention it. There's nothing to really say about that. I think we acknowledge what happened. It's been a year now. We've all moved on, and we really want the focus to be about what you just spoke about earlier, that both of you, that it's something the league should be proud of. This game that's coming up, let's put on a great spectacle. Let's fill the stands. Let's show our product for what it is, and for us, let's get Melbourne Victory to get 3 points.
You got everyone available? Can Jace start this week?
He can, yes. Everyone's available. Nisha's back as well, so it's a good selection headache to have. Everyone's looking fit and strong in training, so I'm sure everyone wants to be involved tomorrow, as they should, and it's a good headache for us coaches to have.
Speaking of fit, speaking with Daniel yesterday, he mentioned he's the fittest he's ever been in his career. He thinks this is the fittest team in the league, and it's a chance that you guys maybe you can go hard for 90 minutes tomorrow and see if City can actually go with you for 90 minutes. You're that fit. Do you think, because historically City have been renowned for being the fittest team in the league and blowing sides out of the water, do you think maybe the pendulum has now swung and you have the physical advantage tomorrow? Daniel didn't imply that. I was reading into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know where we're at, and we're happy with where we are physically. Daniel probably is the fittest he's been in a long time, but it's still not where we want it to be. and where we want to be as a club. I think we can get a lot better in that respect. And when Daniel's performing 95 consecutive minutes at the highest level and highest intensity, it'll show that he actually has a lot more room to move. But he's confident because he feels great, and he is playing well, and he's moving well. He's working for the team, and he got a reward on the weekend with a goal, and he has a fantastic personality. And players like that relish these games, and I hope he has a great match tomorrow.